I'm back and I'm alive! Did you guys miss me? We feel like we were gone forever, because we kind of were. We had that trip planned and then we're like, hey, we're at Disneyland, might as well just go to Arizona for Thanksgiving because it's only like 6 hours away. So it was like a double whammy vacation, but it was so fun. And I'm really glad my kids will not be missing any more school for the entire rest of the year because I swear they're about to get expelled. Say hi, more June. We're gonna head to the gym because I need it. I should be getting my kids in the car to go to my class, but I'm really excited. I wanna show you my kitchen. Oh, you guys, it's coming along. We have countertops, which I talked about on my feed. We've got drawers. We've got windows, we've got what are those called? Hardware, handles. And look at my cousin. She was my dog sitter, and she's the one that took care of Ollie before we had to put him down, and she left me these cute flowers, so I feel like a real Instagrammer. We still need to put, we're using our old cooktop, and we're moving it over. They still need to do that. We still need backsplash, our pot filler, and then we're getting close, kinda, sorta. And look at, our desk is coming along too. I didn't know they were gonna do this trim thing, and it's kind of awesome. I kind of like it. It kind of breaks it up a little bit, and then we can do like corkboard in one and whatever else. So I'm so excited. And I know I have a lot of new freebs on here, and I'm sure you guys look at our vacation and our kitchen and stuff, and you're like, okay, who is this girl that calls herself frugal and then goes and like spends all this money and has all this lavish, fancy stuff, right? Yeah, I hear you. I always think the exact same thing when I look on Instagram and only see like a snippet of people's lives. So let me tell you how we did it. Oh crap, the door's locked. Okay, I'm back. So backing up, years ago when we were first married, we lived in a 2-bedroom townhome, and we lived there for as long as we could fit. We squeezed it was a squeeze. And we, when it was time to move, we took 18 months, I kid you not, 18 months of going house hunting 3 times a week, Monday, Thursday, Saturday. And we went looking for a killer deal on a house. And it was, after the crash, and we just were looking for, like a short sale or whatever. And it took a long time and a lot of fighting, but we finally secured an awesome short sale, great deal. So we bought the short sale, and we bought it for like half of what it was worth, basically. So we moved in and got really quick equity. Anyway, we sold it 4.5 years later and made a killing on it. Sorry, multitasking here as I grab stuff to get out the door. You're gonna see my messy house everywhere. Anyway, so that gave us a bunch of money to put down on our forever house, which is the house we're in now, which was also a killer deal. And we had also been saving up for 4 years aggressively, knowing that that short sale was really just a flip. And so we just saved up all of our money. Like, we didn't travel, we didn't do anything. We just save. So anyway, so then again, we were really patient and waited a long time, and we found this house that had been on the market for like over a year because it was kind of weird and dark. We called it the Haunted Mansion because it was like, had like maroon paint. And we just had to look through some of the quirks, and see it for the value that it was and is. So that's this house. So we used some of our equity from the last house to fix it up. And we had a certain budget, and we did paint and carpet with that budget. So then we're like, okay, that's it. That's the money we had set aside. So now we just need to save up for future renovations and stuff. And we have been. And then for me, my blog makes money. I don't take a regular paycheck from it, but it does make money. And I've been blogging since 2011, and I've just never really done anything with my money. I've always just kept it in a bank account, and I've like built programs with it and thrown events and stuff that sometimes I lose money on or just takes a lot of money to get started. Okay, I think I'm finally done here. So anyway, for tax reasons, I need to start taking an income because I have employees and it's getting really complicated, blah, blah, blah. So instead of taking a traditional income, I basically have money going into an account for me that I then use to save up and treat our family to fun things. So I've been saving up for years, and I'm paying for the kitchen remodel with that blog money. So that's how we did that. I can't find my van key. Bubba might have it in his pocket at the gym. So I'm waiting for him to text me back. Anyway, so that's kind of the kitchen thing. And all the while, we have been cranking at our businesses, and Bubba's business has been doing well. Our income has increased over time. But instead of increasing our spending, we've just been putting more and more into savings. So now we have a couple years to live off of in savings, and now our house is almost paid off. We've got no debt. Our cars are paid off. And so now, we're kind of free. So we might have thrown it away on accident. We were kind of cleaning out the car after church, and it didn't have much in it, just kind of like stuffed animals and garbage and random stuff left over from our trip. But it is totally missing. And the battery didn't die. We just got the battery replaced. So we said a prayer. Bubba's headed home from the gym to help me look for it. And in the meantime, I'm going to finish my story. So anyway, so we are financially, right now, we've hit all of our financial goals. We've got savings and all the things I already said, and we're pretty much debt free. So after years of really holding back and not really traveling much, to travel, we would just go see family and whatever else. Now comes the fun part. This is why you want to get out of debt. This is why you want to focus and say no, so that eventually you get to the point where you are quite literally financially free. So now that's just kind of where we're at. This has been the fun year where we've been able to travel and do things to our home and stuff that we've never really done before. And in terms of traveling, I'm very open with you guys about exactly how much we pay for our vacations. We save up for at least a year for a vacation. So like Disneyland was paid for a long time ago. And I'm a blogger. I worked trade for a lot of those things too, which is like a little blogger perk. But all of our other vacations, like Italy, and we're going to go to Thailand soon. And the cruise was a group cruise, so I got a big discount on that for bringing in such a big group, but we still had some out of pocket. But anyway, all of it's about saving up. So moral of the story is, I'm not going to hide anything. We have not won the lottery. Bubba makes a good income, and thank goodness, because there were a lot of hard years there for a while. But more than that, we're just really smart with our money, and we really say no to a lot so we can say yes to some. So hopefully that helps explain it a little bit, so you don't think that I just am kind of like, and do as I say, not as I do. I'm very open about our spending. So if you have any other questions, will you leave them on my last Instagram post, and I will spend today answering them for you. I feel as though I should explain, we actually have one of those tile squares that helps you find lost things on our keychain. But during the drive, we took the key fob off the keychain. Okay, let me say one thing. Ask all the questions you want, and please leave all your questions in my last post. But if you really want like one-on-one hand-holding, like how do I set a budget? What would you do if you were me? Budget Bootcamp is the best I've got. It's a budgeting program I made. And I hate this because it sounds like I'm self-promoting, but I just can't. I can't answer your questions. I can't physically or possibly do one-on-one consulting with every person. So that's the best thing. And here's a special 15% off code. Just swipe up. And in that program, that's where I talk about our story, how we got out of debt. I help you set budgets and set goals and figure out your debt and what to pay off first and how to save for retirement and whatever stage you're in. So that's the best I can give you. And then otherwise, go check out my blog. I have so much free content on there. You kind of have to dig, it's not like it's in order, but there's so much good content. And then my YouTube channel as well. So start there and just binge watch. I've got a quick minute, so I'm going to answer some of your questions from my last Instagram post. Here goes. Wouldn't you know, about 10 minutes ago, I just pushed live our last live Q&A, which was all about productivity and scheduling and how we organize our day. So swipe up for that. And then otherwise, search on my blog. I have a lot of Q&As that go over my daily routine. I love this question so much because we found ourselves spinning our wheels a lot. We had a lot of debt to get through. And I was like, is my whole life for the next 5 years going to be only putting money toward debt? Like, when do we ever say yes to things or notice things? For a long time, I felt like it was one or the other. Then I changed the way I do things and I came up with the 70% rule, which swipe up, and I have a whole video about it, but it basically allows you to live your life where you pay off debt, pay bills, and save for for fun. It always cuts me off. So that's really how you do it. It's all about working off of percentages and making sure you have you're putting something toward everything. Also, swipe up and I'll send you to my 7 bank accounts video, which is also a huge game changer. It allows you to have room for everything. There are a few ways to travel, and we've kind of tried them all. But the way we do it now is we choose to buy packages. So like when we went to Italy, we bought a package vacation. Or like when we're going to Thailand, we bought a package. It includes airfare and food and excursions and everything. So not only do we know to the dollar how much the trip is going to cost us, and then we usually add an extra $1,000 on top of it to cover all extras and extra excursions and extra food and all those other little things that tend to add up. But we can pay in advance and we can pay it off in installments. So like when we did our cruise recently, we ordered it instead of just directly through Carnival, we went through Getaway Today, and so we were able to pay it in installments over the course of a few months. So it was paid off by the time we got there. And then Italy and Thailand was a package trip, kind of like Travel Zoo or Groupon Travel, or in this case, Gate 1 Travel. That's who we've been getting our trips through. They're way discounted, super quality trips, and you know what you're getting. So what we do is, like for right now, we're looking at our trips for 2018 and even 2019 because we're planning ahead with family and friends and we need a lot of time. So we're looking at the trips, looking at the cost, and then we just start setting money aside for it. Last one, then I gotta run. But I would say for this one, my best advice is to start now, open a bank account. So go back, swipe up for my 7 bank accounts thing. This will really help you. And open an account and every month put some money aside for the baby. I recommend opening an HSA account. I talk about that in the 7 bank accounts post and video. And then you have your medical bills already paid for basically by the time you have your baby. But then otherwise spend or save like you have a third person. You guys, our key is in here. And garbage goes out tonight. Oh my gosh, we just locked our door because this was by it. Oh. Yeah, now comes the hard part. We have to go through all of this. Who's lucky? I see it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, if that doesn't prove that prayers are answered, I don't know. That is a God thing. I do not know how that happened. We cleaned out the car yesterday.
And that it's not nasty and disgusting and
it was at the bottom of the freaking car. The dumpster comes at like 6 a.m. tomorrow. Phone drop. Bubba's dying over this.
Okay.
We have a freaking tile.
Never to lose it again.
Can we just glue it on this? Because it fell off at Corn Bellies. This thing is cursed. Or is it blessed? Okay, I'm still perplexed by this, so I'm going to talk it through. So I'm pretty sure, so Bubba had it in his pocket, and it must have fallen out into a bag of garbage. I don't even know. I don't even know.